Edward Cullen wasn't the first vampire to go up against a wolf-type creature. Cinema has been pitting the two beings against each other for years. So why the ongoing feud? One of the first times these two creatures graced the silver screen together was in the 1944 movie House of Dracula. Although their relationship was not hostile at the time, Hollywood later adapted these iconic monsters to be enemies in movies such as Underworld and 2004's Van Helsing.
We are both part of the same great game, Gabriel. But we need not find ourselves on opposite sides of the board.
Popularity of these two enemies grew, turning Underworld into a franchise with 2 more films, and also giving life to another franchise, the Twilight saga.
I'll leave you alone for 2 minutes, and the wolves descend.
Robert Pattinson and Taylor Lautner join a long list of actors to be on these opposing sides, including the stars of Underworld.
I think the werewolf thing that was most interesting for me was that actually it's a symbol of something that's in us all. And it's something that we're scared of, that we all have, you know, the wild side of us, the kind of primal thing that can't be controlled.
Well, I'd rather you didn't even bring werewolves into this. I don't know what they're doing in the movie. I can't bear to be around them. I mean, they look so terrible. Their personal hygiene is obviously problematic. They wear virtually nothing, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I try not to think about them. But yeah, it's a big, once again, the werewolves are back, and it's always a problem. And for vampires, you know, we have to, one more time, we have to put them down.
There are strong arguments on both sides, so we wanted to find out why these two iconic monsters are being pitted against one another.
You know, I totally don't get the vampire versus werewolves thing. I see it in a lot of things. Obviously, it was in Underworld. It was the whole driving plot of Underworld.
Whether you like it or not, you're in the middle of a war that's been raging for the better part of 1,000 years. A blood feud between vampires and lichens. Werewolves.
I think that on some level, they are monsters that, from an archetypal standpoint, are somewhat pitted against one another symbolically. The vampire represents a monster who is suave and civilized.
Once you taste this, you'll never go to another tavern again.
You think so, Shani? But what if I'd rather taste your lips?
Whereas the very essence of a werewolf is someone who completely loses control of his beast and becomes part of that beast.
This cannot be.